Hey, welcome back to another edition of Pete Plays. Hey, welcome back to Pete Plays.
Hey, welcome back to Pete Plays. Hey, welcome back to Pete Plays. Hey, welcome back to Pete Plays. Hey, welcome back to Pete Plays. Hey, welcome back to Pete Plays. Hey, welcome back to Pete Plays. Hey, welcome back to Pete Plays. Hey, welcome back to Pete Plays. Hey, welcome back to Pete Plays. Hey, welcome back to Pete Plays. Hey, welcome back to Pete Plays. Hey, welcome back to Pete Plays. We made it all the way to 1,000. This is the 1,000th video on the Pete Plays channel. It's really exciting to be here, and I'm really excited to share a lot of things with everybody. We have some special interviews with a lot of friends of the show. We have a lot of old clips, old memories, a lot of fun jokes and japes. But before we get to any of that, first of all, I want to thank everybody who's ever watched an episode. I hope that you've enjoyed it. I have a lot. I want to thank all my friends and family who've made it possible for me to be able to do something fun like this and to keep it going. And I'm excited to maybe do another 1,000. We'll see. So before we get to the interviews and the fun, I want to debut our brand new Pete Plays intro video and Pete Plays theme song. I hope everybody enjoys the Pete Plays intro song. So please. So put your hands together. So without further ado, I give to you the brand new Pete Plays intro for 2021. So yeah, do you want to talk a little bit about the Pete Plays theme song?
Pete Plays theme is a ditty. I have a folder that's called ditties, so I don't know what else to call them. At least it came from that. I mean, anytime I don't remember what the actual, my memory is hazy of even working on the Pete Plays theme, but I'm pretty sure it was those organ chords, the
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was all of that, and everything stemmed from that. Probably added that bass melody. It probably was just like that organ thing. The organ thing was probably the ditty in the ditty folder. And if I'm ever actually trying to write a complete song, it's usually taking ditties from the ditty folder and putting them together.
I don't know too much of what I'm gonna say.
It's okay. It's just gonna.
But I'll be present.
I want to start off with the obvious question about why you thought my name was pronounced a strange way. Can you explain this to me, please?
Okay, your name is Peter.
Yes.
It's not anything else. It's not Pete. It's not whatever other people call you, baby child. Like, your name is Peter.
Okay.
And
Opinions
so you
on that
created a
vary.
YouTube channel that was all one word, and it said PETE and then plays all mashed together. And because PETE is nowhere near your name, because there's no R, it was clearly pronounced PETEPLAYS. And so PETEPLAYS is the name of your channel.
Those are great questions. You're a great interviewer.
Yeah, coming at you with the hard-hitting journalism.
You ever thought about hosting a YouTube channel or something? Well, back when you lived in LA and I lived in my first apartment, and you said, "Hey, I've got this New Year's resolution sort of idea to schedule more, something fun into my schedule that's also sort of productive." Because knowing you as I do, I know that you are you're always working really hard. I think that's just your nature to have projects to be working on, such as with school and philosophy. But you, even now, you're doing a PhD and also working like 2 or 3 jobs. So I remember feeling really connected because I feel really connected to you, and just being really happy you had a thing to do that wasn't. It was productive and it's like sort of work, but it's also this fun thing that we all get to share together. And so I've always loved that.
I don't think that's a real thing, but okay.
It is now. Because I remembered because you showed me your Stardew Valley file, and I remember. I don't think I told you this at the time, or maybe even ever. I remember this feeling of like deep. It wasn't inadequacy or shame, but it was sort of like, I can't believe I thought I was cool talking about this awesome game with you. Looking at, like, you had like mansions and like a giant radish industry and a supermodel husband, and I'm like, I had like a tree next to a pond. How many hours did you put into that? Because it was like a cool hardcore number.
So probably about that, because right about then is where I kind of like fell out of it, just because like I was pretty much done with the game at that point.
Yeah.
Probably a good like 120-ish hours or so, like at that point.
That's, yeah.
So,
that
that's
is
20 hours I'll never get back, but it's totally worth it. If you haven't played Stardew Valley, people, do it. It's fantastic.
It's a beautiful game.
You know, I'm not some mythological god. I think there was a little bit of lag between when we met and when I heard about the channel. I thought the idea that you had of having the channel as a way to sort of like structure your leisure time and make sure you got to play video games was really interesting. And I knew what you were like in person, obviously, because we hung out. So I was like, I wonder what the YouTube channel is about. So I checked it out, and I wasn't really a devout fan, but I subscribed and stuff because I want to help out my friends. But I just kind of started because I was curious. I think in the last couple of months I've listened more or watched more because I have a 10-month-old son, and he's now like getting into stuff and playing with toys and everything, which is great. But sometimes that can be a little boring for me as I kind of sit there and watch him. So I've usually got YouTube videos or something on TV. So I thought, I'm subscribed to this channel, I'll watch. And he loves the theme song. Like there's a few songs of like shows that we watch regularly that when the song comes on, he'll stop and kind of stare at the TV. And this is one of them where the song will come on, and even from kind of across the room, he'll stop and be like, where is that coming from? I know I've heard that. And the other part of that too is like, we don't live near each other anymore and get to hang out as much, and I miss you. And so putting you up on the screen and watching you play video games is sort of like a stand-in for like what we would do if we were hanging out together.
You not only watch Pete Plays, but you are a part of Pete Plays. So like, what's it like? I don't know if this is a stupid leading question, but I don't know, like you're in it and you watch it.
Hey, welcome back to Pete Plays. Why have you done this?
I have often dreaded watching an episode with me in it because it's harder than it looks.
You
know what I mean? So I think about you like making these really funny jokes and thinking I can't. I don't know how Peter does that to even just stay focused enough to talk for 20 minutes and to do it for 4 years.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Well, I learned the name of your channel when on my first episode I played with you. You said, "Hi, welcome to Pete Plays." And I corrected you. I said, "No, it's PETEPLAYS."
Yeah. Hey, welcome to Pete Plays. You can say anything that you want.
It's not PETEPLAYS.
I mean, I think all the best moments are times I played with you because I was like way more interactive.
Yeah, that makes sense. If somebody were to ask me like what's my favorite moment in the history of Pete Plays, in the top 3 at least, if not the number 1, would be what I simply refer to as Patrick's Date.
Hi, welcome back to Patrick. No, it's not my show. Whoops! Rewind.
No.
Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Hi, welcome to the authoritarian takeover of PETEPLAYS. This is Patrick. I'll be your authoritarian, taking over the YouTube channel. So sorry.
What I love, that was maybe the best editing job I've ever seen in PETEPLAYS. I loved it.
There was at least one game that you were directly responsible for me playing, which was Braid. I think you got it for me for my birthday one year, and then I played it. And it was a really cool little game, very different than anything I'd ever done on the show up to that point. What other kinds of, like, did you have a favorite game or like moment or anything that just kind of caught your attention in a way that maybe something else didn't, that sticks with you?
There is a game that sticks with me a bit. I really enjoyed the Undertale playthrough quite a while back.
Yeah.
I hadn't played that game, so it was a great way to just take it in.
I was watching you play Pokemon, I think it was Yellow. You were in the casino, and like the guy, like the voice you gave the guy like in front of the poster, like I almost snorted my coffee out my nose, and then, but I literally like I took a drink and like snorted laughing because you're just thanks for the coins. Here's my poster.
Just the names that you have for your Pokemon are pretty fun. Like Bird Jesus always makes you laugh.
Oh, I love it.
That's pretty funny. I think where I started watching a little bit more too is when you were playing those like spooky point and click games.
Oh yeah.
Like Halloween.
Ah!
I really enjoyed that kind of series, and in fact, I went out and bought them myself.
If you could make me play any game with no consideration for technology limitations or anything like that, if you could make me play any game on PETEPLAYS, what would you pick?
Just Metal Gear Solid 1.
Ah, look for it. January 1st, 2022, Metal Gear Solid coming to a YouTube channel near you. Or maybe not. I guess I shouldn't make promises that my hard drive can't keep.
Hey guys, welcome back to PETEPLAYS. Just wanted to let you know, today there's not going to be a video because my computer keeps crashing.
My favorite moment is a moment that has yet to come, and it is the moment you play Mass Effect.
I knew you were going to say that.
I would love it if one day you could play the Mass Effect trilogy.
That one's pretty fun too. But if you're in for like a hack and slash, I think Hades would be like a really good game for the channel.
I think any of the Telltale games
Ooh,
would be really fun.
That's a
Again,
really
like
good
I'm all
idea.
about like the choice and the story things, and like
Him watching me grieve that I have to pick multiple things that are awful. If you, please don't abuse this power, but if you could, like, I'm giving you the power to name one of my future RPG characters.
What came to my mind was a first and last name, more like a D&D character. And then I
Okay.
realized, like, wait, no, I mean, these video game characters, usually it's giving them a first name. The name is Ramen Flowbottom.
How do you do it? What's like your method?
I go pound and then I spell
Okay.
it. I make a sound
Okay.
that I think no one's ever made.
Okay, I just wrote Orlington, and that's who you. Oh, can you see that? Everything's normal.
Orlington. That's first name that comes off the top of your head. What's gonna be?
Shimbo Bliffington.
Shimbo. Oh man, that's really good.
That was right off the dome.
I really want it to be something ridiculous and like food related, like meatloaf, may he rest in peace, or like pork chop, or.
Oh, nice, good Doug reference. So just a very like, a food, but a food that has a funny name even for food.
Or like get some like really like fancy like Italian pasta in there, or
Ooh.
just something.
Scratchatoli, or
Boom.
yeah.
You have to name your character Peta, like pronounced Peta.
Like
I think that's
spelled
pretty good.
like Petuh, or
Sure, however, it gets everyone in the world to understand what your name is.
And so to watch you sort of dive into a game and really enjoy yourself, enjoy the game, and just be sort of positive about it and into it and have fun for 30 minutes or whatever your episode, and then, okay, we'll see you next time, you know. That is just kind of a breath of fresh air. But I think cynicism sort of is prevalent, and sort of darker views on the world and things, right? It's just kind of a breath of fresh air, and inspires me to go out and go, what are the things that I like, and what can I just jump into?
Thank you for 1,000 episodes, man. This is a really cool thing and an important part of my everyday, and I love it. I love watching it, thinking about it, talking to you about it, and waiting for the next episode. And major shout out to your Undertale run, which is one of my favorite runs, I think, of any game I've ever seen. Top-notch work, man.
Well, anything in conclusion you'd like to say, or just put out into the world?
You are my sunshine. The end.
Okay.
Okay.
Consider this interview concluded.